Hello everybody. Today is May 20th, I believe, Friday, or is it Saturday? Memorial Day weekend, I think. You know me. Okay, so we're at Robbers Cave State Park, Oklahoma. And we're in what is called deep... Oh, fudge. I forgot already. But anyway, there we are. Okay. Interesting site. There are two RV sites here. Campers. And we have a neighbor right there. And there we are. We drove around this stupid campground. Oh, deep Ford. Like the vehicle, the truck. Around this campground, down around that loop, 3 times, looking for site number 4. They didn't give us a map, a detailed map to show where it was, but literally it's right between the bathroom and where this guy is. He's in site number 5. So 4 and 5 are the only 2 that are campgrounds, and it's down a hill. I pulled clear down, so I'm going to have to block the street a little bit when I hook up. But that's it. Water and electric, $40 a day. Not a good deal. Not a good deal. Not here. But I didn't know, and it was a place I wanted to come to. I'd heard of it, and I booked it. So one day I looked, they were all full. The next morning I looked, there was 1 spot open in the entire state park, and I grabbed it. So that's just the way it is sometimes. I'm not sure what the lake is or anything. We'll find out more information for you later. But I did get level, and I did check out the bathrooms. I'll take pictures for you just in case you want to use them. Our neighbor said the upper campground toilets and showers are the Taj Mahal compared to this thing. And you'll see. Here's the space we're dealing with. So I've got the truck blocked sideways. And there's our picnic table. Ooh. There's our fish hook. There's our grass, if you call it that, and our grill. And our little campfire. I don't know if that's his or mine. They're so close. They just, you can see there's a downhill slope there. The water and electric are up there. So I just pulled it down. This is where it is. I jacked up kind of high. I pulled down further so I could get level. The antenna, we're picking up 4 stations, clear as day. And that's a 50-mile range called One for All, 50-mile range indoor or house antenna. Works great on RVs. Fabulous. And these guys better get ready because it's supposed to downpour tonight. And so here we are. I just wanted you to see the location. I was going to pull the truck in back behind. I thought this was a driveway in and out of here. This is a campground. This isn't... I mean, boy, they really stretched it. So, not impressed so far, but I hope it gets better. Neat little discovery center here. It's the Nature Center, and there's a voice-activated bear over there. So, plenty of things to read about nature around here. And there's our bear. It's activated by noise. And now we're just down below the gift shop there in the Nature Museum or whatever it is. And they do have paddle boats that you can rent. $5 per person for a half hour. Looks like they've got some paddle boats and canoes or whatever you want. Kayaks. Yeah. And it goes on down, quite a ways on down that way. She said it is deep enough to drown in, so they do have life jackets there. And there's the area pier out there where the kiddos can swim out to or maybe even walk out to. I don't know. And I noticed there was a sign up where in places, I don't know about here, where you can fish. And a campground play area. This is the first one I've seen open. It's May 22nd, by the way. I was wrong. Friday, May 22nd. They're getting active. So just a little bit away from the gift shop and that nature center and area, there's a walkout over here. And it's at the end or the beginning of the headwaters, I think, of this area. And over on the lily pads, just over in that area, we heard 3 different kinds of frogs croaking and saw 2 different types of snakes, one in a tree, one in the weeds, and a beaver. So pretty rich wildlife area around here. Very interesting here. We've got tornado warnings. And all campers are supposed to get inside the bathrooms. The only problem is that bathroom's going to hold about 10 people on each side. So we're going to give it a few seconds here. And if we hear any noise at all, any rumbling, they've been coming through here with sirens and vocal warnings saying tornado warning, take shelter. We're right next to the bathroom, so if we hear anything at all, we're heading in there. I can hear on PBS they're saying they're moving everybody out of Robbers Cave. I think the tornado is over in that direction, which is towards the main campground. Those bathrooms got a lot of people around them, but they're waiting to dart in if they need to. Okay, well, looking out my front door, the storm appears to have been about a mile north of us over there. So went right over Robbers Cave, right in that area, and I mean we're just south of it a mile and a half. So okay, close, but no bananas. Now I'm up at the main park office where also they have check-ins for the cabins and tent grounds as well and all that good stuff. So it says grocery store, but very, very limited. Few canned items and mostly junk food, snacks, stuff like that. This is one of the campgrounds. I can't remember what the name is right off. It's right up by the office. And this one's a little more level, easy to get to. Now they're right around the corner over there. It's called Old Loop or something, and it goes back up into the hills basically. And some of those are, I see some 25, 30 foot campers in there, but it's pretty tight. So it would take some good backing to get into some of those. There's a few pull-throughs, but it's not real level. So I would myself, unless I wanted to you know, if I didn't want to do a lot of backing up, that's where I would go. And it looks like the park bathrooms are right here for that. So lots of tent camping all over the place around here. That's the only bathroom. We're taking the Bell Star Loop Trail, and it's a pretty steep decline getting down. Now we're making our way back around. Very nice little dam here. The Corps of Engineers built, the Civilian Conservation Corps, excuse me, probably built. Really pretty. This is so nice in here. It's been a nice hike. And then right up this direction, probably an old pump house. Yep, some water lines. This is a nice trail. A little muddy, but nice. Okay, Robber's Cave. Here we are. And
I don't remember it being so steep when I was younger.
It probably wasn't.
yesterday this place was crawling with people. We couldn't even find a place to park.
Be careful.
It's pretty cool. So this is the kind of terrain that you're going to be climbing up and down. A little steep. You need good shoes. No flip-flops. You want something with traction, because one slip and it's a ways down. But the view here is great. Yeah, you can do canoeing. That's where the canoe rental area is, and the paddle boats. And then I doubt if you want to go over the dam, but anyway, it goes back there a ways. It's pretty nice. There's a trail back over this way from our Deep Ford campground that comes up, and I think it comes around this way, and it goes on back even further. So we want to take that one and just see what it's like. Very pleasant if you like waterfalls. Pretty little green snake. Here it goes. Where are you heading, buddy? And if you take the trail out of Deep Ford campground, it's a pretty steep climb, a couple of places. It's a good incline for several feet to come up to the other side of the falls, or the dam, whatever you want to call it. Dam falls. Check out these beautiful, beautiful little moths. And this guy. Come here, buddy. Isn't he gorgeous? Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. I'm going to wrap it up for you for Robber's Cave State Park in Oklahoma. And this was a nice park. There's plenty of room for kiddos there to ride bikes around. Up and down just the campground we were in. It's you need to watch out for traffic, not little ones, but there were some kids next to us riding up and down crazy. And hiking up to Robber's Cave, that was really interesting. I think Linda and I both liked that. Probably the highlight of the area. The getting around up there is not too bad. There's an awful lot of traffic. So we did try to go up one day, and it was so packed, couldn't find a parking spot, so we went back the next day earlier in the morning and got a spot. and it was worth going up there just to hike around. It's not easily accessible. If you have any problems rolling up some rocks and that kind of stuff, I mean, it's a steep ascent going up there, and you have to watch your footing, like I mentioned earlier. But overall, we had a good time at that park, and despite the tornado warning, and that was interesting. Do you have anything else, Linda? No, I'm getting a head nod shape thing.
Did you tell about our hike? First hike?
First hike.
That we went down the street, the steep hill with that
Down
father
the
and
steep
daughter.
hill with a father and daughter.
Remember we couldn't find the trail?
Oh. Okay. Oh, there was one down to a, I took some pictures, the one down to the mill trail. You have to really keep your eyes open for the markers, because sometimes they're maybe 20 feet off to your side, and you may miss it altogether. So watch out when you're hiking there. And other than that, this was the most expensive state park we stayed in. It was $40 a night for that site that I showed you. And it's totally not worth $40 by any means, but maybe up at the other campground it would have been a little nicer. So if you've got a rig longer than ours and you see that site number 4, which is just on a post next to the bathroom, we drove right by it. We didn't even see 4, even though we looked 3 times, twice, didn't see it. If you have longer than 22 feet, you could, maybe 24, 25, you may block part of the road backing in to get level enough you're not bringing the front end way up, because it goes up substantially after about 23 feet, 24 feet. So other than that, it was a great trip. We enjoyed it, and on to our next destination, another Oklahoma State Park. Thanks for watching, guys.